Strolling through the wild and sensing eyes on you from the trees, that gut feeling might be more accurate than you think. Wildlife encounters are real, and the key to surviving them isn't luck, it's preparation. You're in their world now, and they play by their own rules. Welcome to Spin of Facts, where we turn fear into knowledge. Ready to learn what to do if you're face-to-face with danger? Here are 10 life-saving tips to survive wild animal attacks. Let's get into it. Stay calm and avoid sudden movements. Keeping your cool could be the difference between life and death when facing a wild animal. Quick movements or loud reactions can trigger predatory instincts in creatures like bears, lions, or wolves. Instead, stand still, breathe slowly, and avoid direct eye contact unless necessary. Predators often interpret panic as weakness, and many can smell fear, literally. Keep your arms loose at your sides, speak calmly if needed, and back away slowly without turning around. This non-threatening behavior often helps de-escalate tension and signals you're not a threat. Staying calm not only helps you think clearly, but also communicates control. Remember, the wild runs on instinct, and your composure might convince the animal you're not prey, just passing through. Make yourself appear larger. If you're facing a bear, cougar, or another large predator, shrinking down is the last thing you should do. Instead, puff yourself up, raise your arms, open your jacket, and stand tall to look bigger and more intimidating. Predators size up threats before attacking, so appearing larger can tip the scale in your favor. If you're in a group, stand close together and raise your arms as one, creating an even more formidable shape. Speak in a firm, steady voice. Yelling or screaming can trigger aggression, but controlled noise signals confidence. This tactic has scared off mountain lions and wolves in real-life encounters. When animals weigh fight or flight, confidence often makes them choose retreat. Own your space and take charge of the moment. Never run from a predator. Instinct might scream, "Run," but that's the worst move in a predator encounter. Sprinting triggers the chase response in animals like bears, wolves, and big cats. You'll never outrun them. They're built for speed and know the terrain. Instead, stand your ground if safe to do so. Slowly back away, keeping your eyes on the animal but not locking into an aggressive stare. Some predators, like grizzlies, may bluff charge. Don't fall for it. Running confirms their suspicion that you're prey. Your best defense is stillness and controlled movement. Confidence can confuse them. Fear validates their instincts. Survival is often psychological. The less you act like prey, the less likely you'll be treated like one. Running is surrender. Standing firm is strategy. Identify the animal and know its behavior. Not all wild animals behave the same, and knowing your opponent helps you choose the right move. Black bears might retreat from noise, while grizzlies could charge if provoked. Cougars prefer to stalk from behind and can often be deterred by loud sounds and direct stares. Wolves operate in packs and may test boundaries before committing to an attack. Elephants show warning signs like flapping ears before charging. Understanding these signals can save your life. Before heading into the wild, research the local fauna and learn their behavior patterns. Recognizing whether an animal is bluffing, threatened, or hunting can help you act accordingly. Knowledge isn't just power. In the wild, it's your shield. One correct response can turn a fatal situation into a narrow escape. Use deterrents when available. Preparation is survival, and that means packing the right tools. Bear spray, for example, is one of the most effective deterrents for aggressive wildlife and can stop a bear mid-charge. For snakes, walking sticks, high boots, and awareness are key. Carry whistles, air horns, or even small bells on your gear. Noise alerts animals to your presence, often preventing encounters altogether. Keep food sealed in odor-proof containers and stored away from campsites. Avoid perfumes and scented lotions. Wildlife follows its nose. Always keep deterrents easily accessible, not buried in your bag. A few seconds could make the difference. Think of these tools as your wild insurance policy. You may never need them, but if you do, they could be the only reason you walk away. Avoid eye contact with certain animals. Eye contact is a powerful signal in the animal kingdom, but the message varies. Staring at a mountain lion may intimidate it, while doing the same to a gorilla might provoke aggression. Elephants interpret prolonged stares as a threat, especially if they're already on edge. Wolves may see eye contact as a challenge, especially in packs. Understanding the animal you're facing is key. When unsure, use peripheral vision to track movements while avoiding a direct stare. A calm, non-threatening posture shows you're not looking for a fight. Misreading these cues could escalate tension fast. Learn about local species before entering their territory. Respect their signals, and they're more likely to respect your space. Your eyes speak volumes. In the wild, knowing when to say less can save you. Know when to play dead. Playing dead isn't a universal trick, but with the right animal, it might save your life. Grizzly bears, for example, often stop attacking once a threat appears neutralized. If a grizzly charges and you can't escape, lie face down, protect your neck, and don't move. But don't do this with black bears. They see it as an invitation to finish the job. With bison or moose, your best bet is to get behind cover or climb something. Only play dead once an attack begins and escape is impossible. It's not about giving up, it's about tricking the animal into losing interest. Know which species react to this tactic. Mistiming it or using it on the wrong predator can be fatal. Smart surrender can sometimes be your smartest move. Fight back when necessary. Sometimes survival means standing your ground and fighting for your life. If a wild animal attacks and escape isn't an option, go all in. Black bears, cougars, and even wolves can be driven off with enough resistance. Use rocks, sticks, or whatever you can grab. Aim for the animal's most sensitive areas: eyes, nose, and snout. These spots are their weak points. Yell, punch, kick, be loud and aggressive. Your goal is to convince the predator that you're not an easy target. Don't bother playing dead unless it's a grizzly and escape is gone. Predators rarely expect prey to fight back. Surprising them can be enough to make them flee. In the wild, hesitation is deadly. Commit to survival with everything you've got. Travel in groups and make noise. Wild animals avoid large, noisy groups. When you hike or camp with others, your collective size and volume act as natural deterrents. Talk, sing, or use bear bells to alert wildlife of your presence, especially near water, blind corners, or thick brush. Most attacks happen when animals are startled, so noise can prevent conflict before it starts. Groups also share resources like food, lights, and defense tools, giving everyone a better chance if trouble arises. In emergencies, more people mean more eyes and quicker action. Predators think twice before targeting a loud, united group. Whether you're deep in bear country or wandering through jungle trails, stick together and stay loud. Survival isn't always solo. In the wild, strength is in numbers and sound. Respect wildlife in their territory. The ultimate survival tip? Respect the wild and everything in it. Most animal attacks happen because humans ignore boundaries, getting too close, feeding wildlife, or setting up camp in high-risk areas. Stick to marked trails, avoid approaching animals, especially mothers with young, and store food securely. Remember, wild animals aren't villains. They're defending their home. Know when it's mating season or migration time, as animals can be more aggressive during these periods. Always observe from a distance and never treat wildlife like pets. It's not about being fearless. It's about being wise. Treat the wilderness with the respect it deserves, and it will often return the favor with silence, peace, and safety. Wild encounters are rare, but the right reaction can make all the difference. These survival tips aren't just advice, they're life skills. Nature is unpredictable, but knowledge gives you power. This is Spin of Facts, bringing you the facts that keep you alive and alert. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I read every single one. Share this with a friend who needs to see this. Subscribe now so you don't miss what's coming next. Trust me, it's worth it.